What's up, YouTube? You already know it's your boy Life for Banga, and I am back again with another YouTube video. In today's YouTube video, we will be doing a story time. Now, I know y'all probably asking, George, where you been at? You ain't been posting all of these things, but I actually been very busy with school. I'm in college and stuff like that. If you didn't know, now you know. So I've been pretty much busy with all of that stuff, and just life in general. Life be life. But we're not here for that. Y'all hear about this, this story time. So today's story time is basically about the time I got kicked out of my Airbnb for my 20th birthday party. Now, if y'all don't know, which y'all probably don't know, but I just turned 20. February 26th was my birthday, but I had the party on February 28th, which is that Friday. The party was supposed to be from Friday night. It was gonna start at 10 p.m. and it was supposed to be over at 2 a.m. But we finna get into it, right? Basically, what happened was, right? I bought the Airbnb. After I bought the Airbnb and everything, the Airbnb was like, forget how much it was, right? But I bought it. Boom! After I bought it, I started promoting it. I bought it like a month in advance. I started promoting the party a month in advance. I was sending the flyer out, I was posting it all over my page. Everybody was sharing it. Everybody knew I was having a party. It had like 1.7k views or something like that on Instagram. It had like 137 shares. You know, it was going up just a little bit, right? So I invited some girls. I invited a bunch of my homies. I didn't invite nobody, like no niggas that I didn't know, because I didn't want nothing to pop off at my party. I didn't want anything to happen bad. So that's why I only invited guys that I personally know, right? So basically, I got to the Airbnb around like I got there probably around like 6:30. I check-in is at 4, right? I got there around like 6:30. Boom. So I get there around 6:30. Boom, I'm chilling. My mom was supposed to be my fault, y'all. My mom was supposed to be coming to the Airbnb because she was supposed to be making like some buffalo chicken dip or whatever, right? So she came to the Airbnb and everything. Um, she probably got there around like not too long after me. I got there at 6:30. She probably got there around like 8. You know what I'm saying? She made the buffalo chicken dip. She bought some wings from Danny Wok. If you're not from Philly, Danny Wok is a Chinese store. They sell all types of different stuff. There's a couple of them. You got one up the Northeast. You got one on 58th in Baltimore. It's a couple of them around the city. Um, so she got a big pan of chicken from there, and she made some buffalo chicken dip. And she left around like 10, right? So she left. Mind you, the party started at 10. She left at 10. People didn't start showing up until I want to say 12:30. Mind you, the party is over at 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? It's over at 2 a.m. Y'all showing up at 12:30. What the fuck are you doing? You should have been here. Anyway, um, so they get there at 12:30. Like probably like 6, 7 girls. And everybody came in a big ass group. Like everybody came at one time. All my homies, like two of my homies was already there. CJ and Kel. They was already there because we was in there busting it up. We was chilling. It was me, CJ, Kel, my other homie Elijah, and of course me. You know what I'm saying? Like me, CJ, Kel. I said me twice, but it was 4 of us in there. Um. So then my other homies came. Um, they came at the same time the girls was coming in. The girls came in like a group of 5. Then there was another girl that came. Um, if I insert some of the videos on the side, y'all see what I'm talking about. If I don't, then I probably can't show it on YouTube. Um, so I may insert some of the shit on the side so y'all can see how lit we was. That shit was lit. I ain't gonna lie, we had a good time. Whoever came to the party, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all showed up, y'all showed out. You know what I'm saying? Even though we got kicked out. But right now it's going on like 1 a.m. now. Now the owner never once told me, right? Keep in mind, the owner never once told me. He never once told me that it was people living under me. You know what I'm saying? I rented this Airbnb thinking it was a house. Whole time it was an apartment, but it looked like a house. But the only way you could get downstairs is if you go through the back door. He never told me it was people living under me. So I guess we was being too loud. The people underneath me kept sending him noise complaints and shit, right? And it was pissing me off because he kept texting my phone and he was like, "Hey, they're telling me that y'all being too loud. Can y'all keep it down a little bit?" And I'm like, "We're not even being that loud." So like, I'm confused. I understand we having a party, and mind you, let me add in there on the terms and conditions when I was renting Airbnb. They said no parties, no kickbacks, no family gatherings. You know what I'm saying? No nothing like that. But they didn't have cameras, so I was like, "Fuck it, how they gonna know? They're not gonna know, so we just still gonna have this party." You know what I'm saying? So that was already my fuck up right there because I should never did it. But you know what I'm saying? I wanted to do it anyway. I was turning 20. I wanted to have fun. All the other places was high as shit. His joint was the only joint that wasn't that high. I'm not gonna tell you how much I paid, but it wasn't that high. Um, and stuff like that. So I wound up renting that one or whatever. Like if you seen a B and like for example, if you seen a B&B that was 300, and then you seen another one that's now if you seen that one that's 500, and then for one night by the way, you see one that's 500, then you look and you see the other one that's only like 300 for one night. Which one you gonna go with? You gonna go with the 300 one? Not saying that's how much it costs, but I went with the cheaper joint, and it still looked better than the other joint that I was looking at that was 500 or whatever the price was, right? So he comes to the B&B and he like, yeah, I want to talk to you in person. They keep sending me noise complaints. So I'm like, all right, cool. He get there, I'm talking to him, and mind you, what did I say? No parties, no kickbacks, no none of that, right? That's what the joint terms and conditions said. So I had armed security at my party because I just feel like I need security. It's better to be safe than sorry. Um, I advise if any of you guys are going to throw a party, especially a house party, you should always have security just in case anything pop off. You'll always be safe. Man, if you're going to like a huge party, they probably already got security. But if it's like a small Airbnb party, I suggest that you get security. Um, so you know what I'm saying. He came there. I went outside. But my security opened the door, and I was like, "Close the door." It's the owner, and he didn't hear me. I had to repeat myself like 3 times. He was a little drunk. You know what I'm saying. My security, he was a little on too. You know what I'm saying. He had a couple shots. You know what I'm saying. Security party with us. He wasn't really security though, y'all. I'm fucking with y'all. He was um he was one of my homies, but he was acting like he was security. He had the ER at the door and everything. He was checking people, all that. So they really was my security. You know what I'm saying? Um so I come outside, he like, yeah, I told you no parties, this and the third, and I see you having a party. Y'all gotta shut this down, y'all gotta roll. Right? So I'm talking to him and I'm like, fuck you mean? What you mean we gotta roll? He like, yeah, y'all gotta roll. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta pack y'all stuff up and y'all gotta leave. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, so like, how does refund gonna work? Am I gonna get some of my money back? Am I gonna get all of it back? How this gonna work? Because you're not about to just kick me out and tell me I'm. He told me I wasn't getting no money back when I asked him. I said how much money I'm getting back. He said none. I don't fuck with that. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that I'm not getting none of my money back, right? So boom, we wound up packing it up. We went outside, and I'm gonna try my best to insert the clip either right here, right here, right here, right here, or right here, and y'all gonna see how lit we was outside, right? Y'all is gonna see how lit we was outside, right? So we outside, we partying to like 3 a.m. We got kicked out around like 1:30, some shit like that. We partied to 3 a.m. Party was really supposed to end at 2 if we was inside. Nigga, we was outside till 3 in the morning. The fuck is you talking about? You gonna kick us out? We still gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? We was out there, we was getting drunk, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? After that, um, the girls wound up going home because The girls wound up going home because one of the girls was throwing up, and then the other girl had work at 9 in the morning. And I kind of really don't understand why she came out the house if she had work at 9 in the morning. But even though we got kicked out of the Airbnb, we was partying outside. We was actually gonna go to a hotel because that's where shit was gonna get sneaky if you did what I'm saying, right? So we wound up didn't get the hotel because they said they was leaving. All right, cool. I wound up. I don't know, like all my other homies. They don't even my homies. They my brothers. All my other brothers, my brothers, they all. You know what I'm saying? My brother, he dropped me off to the crib, and him and that's Kel and CJ. Those my brothers, and Kaz, and all the other ones too. Bomber, call some. All I don't want to name drop too much. Um, but you did what I'm saying. Um, all of my brothers. You did what I'm saying. So I got dropped off at the crib, which I already had. Like when I got to the crib, it was a girl waiting there for me because I Ubered her to my crib, and then there was another one that came. I ain't gonna lie, shit still got Nikki. You dig what I'm saying? It still got Nikki, but we just didn't wasn't able to go to the hotel or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? We still had a good time. Like if I could go back and change what like make something different, I would have probably chose a different Airbnb because it was unfortunate that we got kicked out because we didn't even get to stay the Saturday. But the next day I did wind up calling Airbnb and I told them everything that happened. My whole thing was you never told me that it was people living under me. So that was my whole argument right there. Because yeah, you could say I violated the terms and conditions by having a party, but you violated even more by having somebody underneath me and not telling me. That's very unsafe and very unprofessional. I don't like what you did, sir. Um, so I wound up getting my whole refund back. I got all my money back, and I was happy because I had a party. We got lit. We had fun, and I got my money back. That shit is a plus. It don't get no better than that. But if y'all enjoyed this story time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.